Welcome sa event. So yung gospel tonight no, talks about mga bulaang propeta. Kaya ngayong gabi, nagpadala ang Diyos ng isang bulaang propeta. So nagpalit kami ni Ate Dar. Tama ba? Oo, kasi bukas ay aking demo. So baka mapagod ako sa aking demo bukas. Ngayon na lang ako bibigay. It's a good start. Char. So, ngayon pa lang magsosorry na ako kasi I was so busy na hindi talaga ako nakapagsulat patungkol dito sa ating ipagpe-pray tonight. But I was able to pray for it for a little while. So, ano man yung marinig ninyo sa akin tonight, yun ay fruit ng aking prayer. Okay. So, napakaganda lang na yung gospel for this start of our daily prayer. God has given us a very fair warning. Especially para sa atin na who is very much active sa community life. Sabi niya, beware of false prophets. I would say na itong beware o pagpapaingat niya is hindi siya pagpapaingat sa atin, pero isa siyang paalala, rather, sa atin na there are times na we also can become a false prophet. Most especially if pakiramdam natin na we are very much drawn into the community life, pakiramdam natin we are very much close with the Lord. But sometimes, the temptation can also be coming from us, yung maging false prophets. And allow me to share yung naging fruit ng aking short prayer about this gospel. So, it talks about false prophets. Pero ako naniniwala naman ako kasi, yung mga propeta, they are fruits of whom they used to follow. Diba? Sila ay bunga ng mga taong sinusundan nila. Diba? Yung mga apostles, bunga sila ng pagsunod kanina kay Jesus. Hindi ba? Ganon din yung mga naunang propeta sa kanila. Sila yung mga bunga ng mga banal na tao sa buhay nila. And so, when I was reading this gospel, I was asking myself, sino ba yung mga role model and idol ko? Kasi when you look at someone, for example, makikita mo na kaagad yung isang tao na K-pop idol, ano tawag sa kanya? K-popper, K-pop fan. Basta yung mga K-pop, alam mo na mahilig sila sa K-pop kasi yung buhok, di ba? Yung pananamit, magbabating ka anyong, So alam mo na talagang into the Korean culture sila, Tapos malalaman mo rin naman, na na follower ni Jesus ang isang tao. Depende sa kung paano yung pamumuhay niya. So I really love what the gospel was saying, Yung sinabi na a good tree cannot bear bad fruit. Yung mabuting puno, hindi magbubunga ng masama. And so tayo ba, sino ba yung mga role models natin sa buhay? O sino yung mga influencer na tinitingala natin? Ako, naalala ko kasi na talagang mahilig akong manood ng nakakatawa ever since. So yung mga movies ni Jim Carrey, ni Robin Williams, ni Vice, ni Roderick Paulate, nila Chitae, yun yung mga gustong-gusto kong pinapanood. And so, nung lagi ko siyang pinapanood, na-adapt ko na, and then eventually, yung humor nagigets ko. And then it becomes a reflection of how I do jokes, gano'n. Tapos, isa rin sa mga pinaka-nakadrawn sa akin is yung mga TED Talks, interview. Naalala ko noon, mahilig akong manood ng Red Table Talk. Merong palabas o interview sa ibang bansa na ang tawag ay Red Table Talk, no? Kasama dun yung asawa ni Will Smith, so nakikipag-usap sila ng iba't ibang celebrity. Tapos mahilig din ako manood noon ng mga The Ellen DeGeneres Show, no? Mga interview, no? And then I realized, no, na tuwing nanonood ako, at the back of my mind also, no, parang nahahasa ka, no? Nahahasa ka on public speaking, no? Kung how to communicate with people, no? Something na nagamit ko, no? Especially sa ating kwentuhan with the missionary. No? So, indeed, no, who you look up to, you will really become. So, kung sino yung tinitingala mo, talagang magiging ganun ka talaga. Sabi sa gospel, di ba? Saan ba pinipitas yung grapes? Hindi naman daw sa thorn bushes, no? So, yung grapes, pipitasin mo talaga sa vineyard. And so, whatever it is that you will become, it is a byproduct of who you look up to. No? So, mahalaga, sino ba yung tinitingala mo o ini-imitate mo? And I love really the word of St. Paul, no? How bold he is when he was saying to his apostles, no? Sabi niya, imitate me as I imitate Christ. No? Gayahin niyo ako habang ginagaya ko si Jesus. And how bold of a claim it is, no? And sana for us also, we may be able to have that kind of contradiction na gayahin niyo ako habang ginagaya ko si Jesus. Kasi alam natin sa mga sarili natin na kung paano tayo mamuhay, no? Pasok na pasok sa kung paano mamuhay din si Jesus. Kasi nga, di ba, kahit anong gawin mo, no matter what you do, you cannot hide what you truly are. No, hindi mo matatago kung sino ka. Sabi, no, a good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a rotten tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit will be cut down and thrown into fire. Ay, mali. Sabi pala, the fruits, no, you will know them by their fruits. No, you will know them by their fruits. So, malalaman mo daw ang pagkatao ng isang tao sa pamamagitan ng kanyang mga bunga. And indeed it is, no? No matter how much you pretend, your actions and words will expose you. No matter how much you pretend, kahit pa sabihin mo sa mga tao na nagdadasal ka, it will reflect on how you live. Katulad ngayon, di ba? I already told you, I wasn't able to pray about the gospel. Kaya ngayon pala, nakikita nyo, naguguluhan ako. No? Pero, ayun nga, hindi mo matatago. It will really reflect. Bakit? Kasi, what you really are in your core being, yun at yun yung magmamanifest. So, kahit anong guidelines mo about preaching forgiveness, about kindness, no? Kahit anong guidelines mo or testimony mo about pagbabago, about being a changed person, no? If yung pagbabago na sinasabi mo is just a way to please people or para maipakinig mo sa tao yung gusto nilang marinig, it will never be effective. Ang pinaka-effective really is how we live our lives. But at the same time, no, if yung kung paano tayo mag-preach is the same way how we live our lives. Tanong, no, I was really drawn dun sa sinabi ni Priscilla when we were in Tagaytay. No? Kasi sabi niya, bakit ang daming nangihingi ng damit niya? No? Sabi niya, my brother, many girls from you is asking for my t-shirt. How come? No? And then, binibiro ko siya. Sabi ko nga kasi, it's a Verbum Day t-shirt. No? Baka they really love yung Verbum Day. No? Ginawa ng fan page. No? So, little did I know na she was really praying about it. And then the next morning, sabi niya sa akin, you know what I realized? Pati boses eh. You know, sabi niya, you know what I realized? No, sabi niya, it's not the t-shirt, it's not the clothes that they are attractive to. They are attractive to the way of life. No? So how beautiful is that, no? To have that reflection, no? Na it's never really about how you present yourself. No? What attracts you to a person is how they live their life. So ikaw, no, if you are attracted to good things, to holy things, you will be attracted to holy people. And kung ikaw, no, sa kaibuturan ng puso mo, you are attracted to bad things, no, you will be attracted to bad things. No? So I hope we ponder that, no? Saan ba ako pinaka na-attract talaga? Sa katabi ko ba? Wow! Grabe. Okay, oh. Saan ba ako na-attract? Am I attracted to the bad things? No? Or to the good things? Saan? No? Mga sagot-sagot ka pa dyan eh. Hopefully with the good things. No? Kasi no matter how you do, no, kahit ilang preachings pa, kahit ilang pa-SOT pa gawin ninyo sa amin yan, no, kahit tulungan pa namin kayo ni Ate Dar, kung yung testimony ninyo sobrang ganda nga, pero hindi ninyo sinasabuhan, it will not take its effect. No? So, ang pinakamagandang testimony mabibigay ninyo sa mundo is how you live your life. And third, no, something that I also was able to pray about the gospel. No? Sabi ni Lord sa gospel is, beware of the prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but underneath is a ravenous wolves. So, mag-ingat kayo sa mga propetang nagpe-pretend na parang maamong tupa, pero ang totoo is para namang mga lobo. No? Parang mababangis na lobo. So, the gospel warns us of becoming a walking contradiction. No? Pinapaalalahanan tayo ng gospel, no, na huwag maging walking contradiction. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng walking contradiction? No? Magkaiba yung sinasabi sa ginagawa. And it's very much, no, present yung ganitong temptation sa atin. No? Especially for us who palaging nabibigyan ng opportunity to give a guidelines, give a testimony. And sometimes when you make a testimony, when you make a guidelines, no, you want to say the good things, of course. No? You want to impart all the beautiful things to the people. Pero, it warns us also na if you want to preach, if you want to convert people, you should be the first one to be converted. So if you are to talk about forgiveness, I'm not saying na dapat forgiving kang tao, but you should be the first person, no, who will try to do forgiveness. If you're talking about kindness, no, you should be the first person to be kind. Kaya ako hindi ako nag-preach about kindness. Pansin niyo. Kasi mahirap sa akin. Joke lang. So ayun nga, the warning for us, no, is to not become a walking contradiction. And I love nung sinabi to ni Jesus sa mga Pharisees, no, when he was being entrapped. No, sabi niya sa mga tao, listen to what they say. No, kasi lahat naman ng sinasabi ng mga Pharisees is mabubuti. No, but be mindful of what they do. So it's okay, no? It's okay, no, to listen to all the beautiful things that the people are sharing. Pero, let's also have a discerning heart and mind. No? Let's also have a discerning heart and mind. No, to take the good things out of the people, no? And at the same time, no, to examine ourselves of the bad things. And I also love, no, itong nabasa ko sa Facebook. I love the idea, really. No, the gospel was warning us about wolves dressed in sheep's clothing. But I think also that God is giving us a, what do you call this, no, paalala, no, a reminder na baka at the same time we are doing the vice versa. Yung vice versa. Baka we are a sheep dressing like a wolf. No, what do I mean by that? No? Minsan we pretend na we are tough. Minsan we pretend na we are well composed, lahat kaya natin. Pero deep in our hearts, no, hindi naman talaga. Na sometimes, no, we are at the breaking point. So the message only is that be true. No? Be true to who you are. No? If you are in your moment of brokenness, no, kung talagang pakiramdam mo you are in a state of sinfulness, be true about it. No? Go to confession, ask for forgiveness. No? Hindi malalapatan ng mali ang isa pang mali. And I really love that saying. No? Hindi malalapatan ng mali ang isa pang mali. So kung gumagawa ka na ng mali, no, huwag mo nang dagdagan pa ng mali sa pagpapretend. No? Sa pagpapretend. So if you feel like you are in a state of brokenness, no, go directly to God. He can fix you. He can fix your pretentiousness. No? Because ano bang sabi ni Lord at the end of it? No? I am the truth. No, I am the truth. And how beautiful is that words, no? Na I am the truth. That as we go closer to God, who is the truth Himself, the God who is the truth Himself will also reveal the truth about us. And last is, it's okay, no, not to be good. Kasi the main goal is to be holy. Mas mahirap yun. No? Not to be good, but to be holy. No? Everyone can be good. No? I can be good. No? Homer can be good. No? Ella can be good. Pero, you can also be good without having to believe in God. Pwede kang maging mabuting tao nang wala kang Diyos sa buhay mo. Pero what makes you stand out is you really aim for the holiness. No? Kasi ano ba yung kaibahan ng holiness sa goodness? Goodness is, everyone can do it, no? I believe. Even yung mga corrupt officials, they can be good, no? Sa mga taong sumusuporta sa kanila. No, they can be good. No, tayo, no? We can be good dun sa mga pinipili nating tao, mga friends. But to be holy, no, that's a different thing. No, because it's asking us, no, to be set aside for God. So ano bang ibig sabihin ng set aside? Ano sa Tagalog yung set aside? Yung kumbaga, ano tawag? Itinabi. Ano tawag? Isantab. Hindi eh. To be set aside for God. Ibig sabihin, kumbaga, in layman's term, naka-reserve ka para sa Diyos. So goodness, no, is good. The goodness is good. No, pero holiness, no, is a different thing because it sets you aside, no, from all the good things. No? Kasi nga, to be holy is to imitate God. And sometimes it is the most difficult thing. No? And I love the word set aside. Take a look at yung mga ating sacramentals. Look at the Bible. Kahit anong alikabok na niyan, kahit anong daming tupi, kahit anong sira niyan, mananatili siyang Bible because it is set aside for God. No? Yung rosary, for example, yung mga putol na rosary, no, yung mga naalikabokang rosary sa kotse, sa pedicab, sa tricycle, kahit anong dumi niyan, kahit anong sira niyan, kahit magkulang yung beads niyan, it is still a rosary because it is set aside for God. No? Ganun din yung mga images, for example. Itong image ni Mama Mary sa likod ko, no? It can be dusty. No? Pwede siyang maalikabukan. Ayun, nakita natin may sira na agad. Diba? Pwede siyang masira. Pero it will still be an image of the Mother of God. Kasi it is set aside for God. And what more us, no? If we strive to be holy. And when we strive to be holy, we become set aside for God. So for our moment of silent prayer, no, I have just one question. No? how can you be more holy? Because at the end of it naman, yung warning ni Jesus about false prophets is the lack, no, yung kakulangan, no, ng mga Pariseyo na talagang sundin yung kalooban ng Diyos. And Jesus is the walking embodiment of God. So my question is, how can you strive to be more holy? No, despite of your situation right now, despite of your sin, how can you strive to be more holy? Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and will be